Hey guys, I'm not Saurav, but welcome to his channel. Hi, thank you. Today I'll be asking a few questions to Saurav, and I guess that will help all the photographers out there. So without wasting any, actually that's my dialogue. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, Saurav. The first question is, does camera gear matter? This is something that's been discussed a lot, and according to me, I feel the answer is both yes and no. As in, I'll answer the yes part first. See, with better camera gear, better lenses, you are getting better sharpness, better colors, better dynamic range. So overall, the image quality is better. Yeah, right. So if it's in terms of image quality, then yes, camera gear matters. And what about the no part? Talking about the no part, a photograph is not judged by its image quality. It's just by its composition, by the story behind that image. And that's not something you get with good camera gear. I mean, there are a lot of award-winning images that is shot with basic camera gear. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you have good sense of photography, it doesn't matter what camera gear you own because you're going to create great images with it. Right, that is something what people should keep in mind. Make the best use of what you have right now. The next question, Saurav, a lot of people are curious about, how does one go about earning money and making a living through photography? Earning money in this particular field is not the same for all genre. Like for example, suppose you're a wedding photographer, or if you're into portrait, fashion, architecture. Compared to that, it's much more difficult to earn money through landscape, street or wildlife. I'm not discouraging anyone, I'm just saying the opportunities are less for some genre. Okay, so what should exactly be the first step? The first step is probably the most important step, and that is to choose a genre. So do you mean only one genre? No, not necessary at all. I mean, there are a lot of people who are, doing more than one genre and they are doing very good at it. So one advice I'd like to give is, when you're choosing a genre, only choose the genre if you enjoy shooting that particular genre, and not because it will pay you the most. Because you're going to do photography for a longer period of time, you will eventually get bored out of it if you're doing only for money. But if you really enjoy shooting that, you'll be creative, you'll be a better photographer. Right now, the market has become a lot competitive and the competition is just going to increase. But that should not discourage you. I mean, see the positive side of it. There's a growing demand for photographers. So if you're really a good photographer, you will definitely get clients. Okay. Saurav, how do you exactly get clients? I mean, as you said, the market has become a lot competitive. So what should a photographer do exactly? The most important thing for a professional photographer, according to me, is having a very strong portfolio. Because what the client is going to do, the client is going to look at your portfolio. If the client likes your work, the client feels like you're the right person for the job, you're going to get that client, you're going to get that job. So if you have a good portfolio, that's a very good starting point. If not, you should start working on it as soon as possible. Saurav, you talked about choosing a genre. How does one go about choosing a genre and moving ahead? You know what I feel? I feel before choosing a genre, you should try multiple genres. Try as many genres as you can. Because different genres teach you different things. Like for example, suppose you're into fashion photography, you're going to learn about how to use artificial lights. Suppose you're into street photography, you're going to learn how to adapt to changing situations. So each and every genre will teach you something different. Even if you're not going to pursue that genre in future, what you have learned from it will make you a better photographer. Right. Sort of the next question is something I guess you get a lot. To learn photography, is it necessary to join a college or get any formal education? It's a good thing if you have joined a college or a course. Definitely there's no negative side to it, but I don't think it's mandatory at all. Did you join any college or institute? No, I did not. People can learn a lot of things nowadays just from the internet. There's a very good channel on YouTube named as Saurav Sinha. If you have not subscribed, please do it. That's a very good channel, I guess. Okay, enough of the jokes. Photography is something, that cannot be taught by someone completely. I mean, if you want to improve as a photographer, if you want to learn about photography, you need to gain experience. You need to collect knowledge from different sources and have on-field experience. That is how you learn photography. Okay. As I said before, the client is going to look at your portfolio and then choose you as a photographer. If you have a degree from a very good college, but you can't take good photos, that's of no use, right? But at the same time, if you can take good photos and you have certification, that can be an added bonus. Yeah, right. If you want to learn photography, learn from someone who has very good experience in that particular field. Because that person can not only teach you the basics, the technicalities, but also tell you what mistakes should you avoid as a beginner in the initial phases. There are a lot of workshops, lot of online courses. You just have to look for it. Anything in particular you would like to recommend? Yeah, Skillshare. First of all, thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. It's an online learning community and it has a lot of classes. Okay, so you can learn only photography through Skillshare? No, there are a lot of things. You can learn about videography, editing, music, animation, different stuffs. I recently completed a class on outdoor photography by Menti. He has a very different style of photography, and in this class, he shares his overall workflow to get amazing images. This was really helpful. If you guys want to learn something new, if you want to upgrade your skills, check out Skillshare. For the first 1,000 people to click on the link in the description below, you are getting a free Skillshare trial membership. And if you're taking a yearly membership, you're just paying less than 10 US dollars or 800 Indian rupees and you get unlimited access to all the classes. That's great. So people, if you want to check out Skillshare, link is in the description. The next question, Saurav, as a photographer, do you ever feel you are stuck in a creative block? Yes, it happens with everyone, including me. So how does one get out of it? Be it any creative field, there will be times where you don't feel motivated. The first step I feel is to not feel bad about it. See, you're a human being. It's not possible to be motivated 24/7. Once you take care of it, the second step is to understand the reason why you're not motivated to do photography. Reasons in the sense, there can be a lot of reasons, maybe you're feeling lazy. Maybe you took a photo, it didn't turn out the way you expected it to, you're feeling sad. Maybe your photo didn't get enough likes and shares on Instagram, on social media, you're feeling discouraged. There can be a lot of reasons. The important thing is, once you figure out the reason, it's easier to work on them one by one. Right. When I face a creative block, what I do? I just go out to some place and I start shooting. I'm just going to enjoy the process of photography. That's it. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. And this is very important, I feel, which people don't understand. Enjoy the process of photography rather than always focusing on the outcome. Once you develop this mindset, I feel it's easier to get out of the creative block. That's great. I feel this should be helpful for a lot of people out there. Saurav, the next question is, when should you upgrade your camera gear? Very good question. Just because there's a new camera, just because there's a new lens doesn't mean you should buy it. Probably you won't use that gear and you will regret buying that particular camera or lens. So what should you do is you should only upgrade your camera gear when you feel your existing gear is limiting your creativity. Like for example, suppose you want to shoot in low light mode and the crop sensor camera is giving you much more noise. Then you should upgrade to a full frame camera. So this is the kind of analysis that you should do. Once you're very clear about the reason why you want to upgrade, not only that purchase becomes worth, but also the decision of what should you buy, what should you upgrade becomes a lot easier. Super. The last one for today's. One piece of advice that you would like to give to all the beginners out there. It is to be patient. See, all the world-class photographers out there, they didn't become successful overnight. It takes a lot of time to become a good photographer, lot of experience, lot of experimentation, lot of knowledge, right? So Rome was not built in a day. It takes time, right? So you have to be patient. You have to put in all the efforts. And suppose you take an image, the image didn't turn out good. It's fine. Don't get frustrated. Rather, what you should do is spend that time, invest that time in analyzing your mistakes and see how you can improve in future. That is what will help you to improve as a photographer. True, self-analysis does help a lot. Thank you, Saurav, for answering all the questions. My pleasure. I hope this was helpful for you people. If it was, like the video, share the video with your friends and let us know in the comment below which tip helped you the most. Yeah, definitely. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.